Let's start with Antonio Conte, who has confirmed that Branislav Ivanovic is in talks with other clubs about a move away from Chelsea, but he's yet to speak to the defender about his future.
Honestly, I didn't speak with the player about this decision, and for sure, we know that he's in talking with other club, but until now I don't know.
Well, Tottenham will have Harry Kane, Danny Rose and Toby Alderweireld available for tomorrow night's game at Sunderland, but it's unlikely that Mauricio Pochettino will add to his squad before the deadline.
We are open, but it's true that we don't have too many time to sign some player.
So Tottenham not looking to be busy, but into the final day and a half we go as the scramble to buy and sell players is growing ever more furious. Let's get over to the left-hand side, all the way over to the left of the Sky pad, and a potential for a Premier League player leaving for China. We understand the future of the Watford striker Odion Ighalo is close to being resolved. Sky sources have told us a fee of £20 million has been agreed with Chinese club Chongqing Yatai. Personal terms have been agreed in principle. Final negotiations between the clubs are ongoing, and Ighalo will have a medical once that deal is finalised. Let's get back to the home screen. There's some interesting detail on the man you can see right there. West Ham forced Dimitri Payet to pay back his January salary before they let him join Marseille. Payet was paid £125,000 a week, and West Ham's stance cost him personally £500,000. Payet was sold to Marseille for £25 million after he told the club he would never play for them again. That was just earlier this month. 12 months ago, Payet signed a 5-year West Ham contract worth £125,000 a week. He was also given a £1 million loyalty bonus back in, well, about a year ago, wasn't it? Or maybe it was September, in fact. Let's go to, well, let's keep it West Ham, actually, and let's stick with somebody who may come in the other way. Sky sources telling us there's a difference of opinion, though, at West Ham about whether to sign this man, the Brentford striker, Scott Hogan. The final decision will be left to the manager, Slaven Bilic. Meanwhile, other sources are telling us Crystal Palace have made an initial inquiry about signing the player. We understand one other Championship club contacted Brentford over the weekend. Let's keep it West Ham for now, although this one doesn't look like it will be of interest to West Ham fans immediately. But it is our understanding that West Ham are keen to sign the England goalkeeper Joe Hart, but not until next summer. He's on loan in Serie A with Torino. Let's return again to the front page now and go to Leicester, the champions no less. Sky sources understand they turned down a bid of £3 million from Sunderland for striker Leonardo Ulloa a few days ago. Amid interest in Turkey from Galatasaray, his manager Claudio Ranieri remains keen to keep him. OK, that's Leicester boxed off for now, but we're going to keep it royal blue for the time being. And what about the future of... In fact, no, we're not going to keep it blue. We are going to keep it blue, and we're going to keep it the same position for the goalkeeper, but we're going to go to this man instead. I keep doing that, don't I? Chelsea have, though, made a second bid for the Celtic goalkeeper, Craig Gordon. We understand the offer is in the region of £4 million and was made ahead of Celtic's 4-0 win over Hearts yesterday. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers, though, has said in the last hour and a half that the player is categorically not leaving. We're also told he will be offered a new contract. So we did promise that Asmir Begovic would get his moment, and there he is. We just heard from Antonio Conte saying Asmir Begovic won't be leaving Chelsea unless they get a replacement. We believe there's still interest from Bournemouth in the goalkeeper. Let's drift just about 30 miles along the coast to Southampton and a potential incoming from Italy. Our Sky colleagues, no less in Italy, are telling us the deal to take this man, Manolo Gabbiadini, from Napoli to Southampton is getting close. The deal is now being discussed between the club president, the player and the player's agent. It's worth £17 million in total, with Napoli inserting a 10% sell-on clause. Let's go to Sunderland. It seems to be a window of turmoil for them, but they do look as if they're close, very close, I understand, to getting a couple of players in the door from the same club. Darren Gibson is having a medical at Sunderland ahead of a permanent move from Everton. The 29-year-old midfielder hasn't featured in the league this season under Ronald Koeman. He has, though, played once in the EFL Cup. He will link up with David Moyes. And there is another arrival, as I said, coming from the same place. Somebody who also hasn't been involved much. It's not one, but two players arriving from Everton to Sunderland. Costa Rican left-back Brian Oviedo is also having a medical at the Stadium of Light. He's also not played this season. Let's get back down to Arsenal, because this is a deal that's also been outstanding for a couple of weeks now. Carl Jenkins' move to Crystal Palace has been delicately balanced for, as I say, well over a week now. So how is it progressing? Let's hear from Arsene Wenger.
We are still open, yes, because we have many players in this position, but at the moment it doesn't look like something will happen.
Is the Crystal Palace move, is that dead now? Or is he still talking to them?
For us, no. For him, I don't know.
Would it be a permanent deal to them, or would it be...
Yes.
OK, now Wenger also added that it's possible Mathieu Debuchy could leave, but they've had no offers. Meanwhile, Karim Benzema has been linked with Arsenal for a number of windows, and this window has been no different. So why does he keep getting linked with the Real Madrid striker?
Because he's French. And maybe there are some noises that he would leave Madrid, but we, as I just told you, there's no need for us to buy any striker.